Psalm 90. This is a psalm and a prayer of Moses. So this psalm was actually recorded back when Moses lived and put into the book of Psalms. Lord, you have been our dwelling place throughout all generations. Before the mountains were born, or you brought forth the earth and the world from everlasting to everlasting, you are God. Hallelujah. You turn men back to dust, saying, return to dust, O sons of men. For 1,000 years in your sight are like a day that is just gone by, or like a watch in the night. You sweep men away in the sleep of death. They are like the new grass of the morning. Though in the morning it springs up new, by evening it is dry and withered. We are consumed by your anger and terrified by your indignation. You have set our iniquities before you, our secret sins in the light of your presence. All our days pass away under your wrath. We finish our years with a moan. The length of our days is 70 years or 80 if we have the strength. Yet their span is but trouble and sorrow, for they quickly pass and we fly away. Who knows the power of your anger? For your wrath is as great as the fear that is due you. Teach us to number our days aright, that we may gain a heart of wisdom. And so Moses is speaking of how short life is, and that those who'd want to gain wisdom would stop and consider how quickly time goes, so that we live in the fear of God. We live with an awareness of how short our time here is, so we can not waste our days or go about in sin and rebellion, but actually live in the fear of God, which leads to wisdom. And our life will be lived with purpose if we are aware of how short it is. And our life will be lived in wisdom and in revelation if we acknowledge that life is short, and that our whole life is exposed and seen by God. Nothing is hidden from him. Verse 13, relent, O Lord, how long will it be? Have compassion on your servants. Satisfy us in the morning with your unfailing love, that we may sing for joy and be glad all our days. Make us glad for as many days as you have afflicted us, for as many years as we have seen trouble. May your deeds be shown to your servants, your splendor to their children. May the favor of the Lord our God rest upon us. Establish the work of our hands for us. Yes, establish the work of our hands. So we learn a couple things here from Moses, is that we can ask God to satisfy us with his unfailing love. Moses knows in his wisdom that the only thing that satisfies the human heart and gives a life purpose is by walking in the unfailing love of God, by letting God love us and bring us back into right relationship with him, the type of relationship that Adam had as he walked in the garden before the fall. That's the type of love that we can walk in now because of Christ. And we also see that Moses knows that God can bring us joy, and he can redeem our lives and bring favor on us and establish us. That all those things, favor, redemption, and establishing, come from God. And so we can ask him for those things. Lord, may all the years of trouble that we've seen, redeem them by bringing us just as many and more years of favor and joy and splendor. And so we ask that for you today, Lord, that you would redeem the time that has been stolen from us, redeem the time for the nations, and give us your favor. Let it rest upon us for those who call upon you, Lord.